Well, thank you all, and thank you, Steve, as the next president of the IFHE, and Daniela, of course, as our new president, and Daryl Pitcher as the retiring president. Um, if you were in the opening session of this conference yesterday, you will know that Daniela and Daryl talked about the issue of climate change and how important an issue it is for us as designers of healthcare buildings. What they didn't tell you was that on Sunday, at the meeting of the Congress of the IFHE adopted a new environmental policy. And this policy calls on the world's healthcare system to reduce its carbon emissions to zero by 2050, with a goal of 50% reduction by 2030, recognizing that, in fact, as the WHO says, climate change is the greatest threat to human health that we face. It is a problem that, although not as urgent in some ways as the virus, it isn't waiting for the virus either. It is there, and it is something that we have to deal with. Now, I'm an electrical engineer, like many of you, right? Engineers and architects. I'm not able to be on the front lines of taking care of patients and COVID patients every day. But in a very real way, I feel like we can be healers of the climate and play our really important role, right? We are the people who are designing and building and operating these carbon intensive things we call hospitals and healthcare buildings. And in the face of this challenge of climate change, I think we therefore have a responsibility to deal with it in a way that protects the future generations. We're all familiar, of course, with the fact that the problem is accelerating. The climate is warming rapidly, and we're starting to feel those impacts. And you know, one thing we do know is that the things that we design today will continue to emit carbon for decades to come. And so the work that we do today must take that into account. And we must be the leaders in this fight, because we are the ones who are actively managing this, this problem. So recognizing the critical role, our critical role as designers and builders and maintainers, the IFHE did adopt this policy on Sunday. And you know, one of the things that we're trying to do as IFHE, IFHE is an organization whose mission is to share knowledge and to encourage all of us to do better, and to teach us and to celebrate our successes. And so because of that, in addition to a policy, IFHE is launching this program around energy awards. And the idea is that the IFHE, on a global basis, will recognize the efforts of all of us as we work together to reduce the impacts of our buildings and our creations on this particular problem. And so with that, I want to hand the microphone to our colleague Shannon, who's going to talk about some of the mechanics of the program.
Great, thank you, Walt. So I'm going to talk about who's eligible, how you can participate, and why you should. So any healthcare facility with at least a 5% energy reduction is eligible for these awards. Energy will be measured in kilowatt hours per square meter. And the comparison we're doing is a baseline year of 2019 to a performance year of 2021. So you'll have to see at least a 5% reduction between those years. We will also recognize, in addition to anyone that's eligible, we'll recognize the best in world and best in country. So there will be a couple more opportunities to earn some recognition there. Why would you participate in these awards? Like Walt articulated, you'd be aligning with IFHE's new environmental sustainability policy. But this is also an opportunity for you and your healthcare organization to measure your energy performance and to use the free tool that we'll be providing, this free energy data management platform. It's obviously an opportunity to earn recognition for your own healthcare organization and share your story with this global community. And it's an opportunity to really join your colleagues who are also working around the world towards this same goal of a healthier, more sustainable future for everyone. You can learn more about the awards on the IFHE website. This is a screenshot of where you can learn more, but later today there will also be a notice on the homepage of the IFHE site. And now I'm going to talk about how you can participate. So we've tried to make this process as easy and simplified as possible. You create an account, enter your facility data, add your facility meters and energy data, and that's it. So I'm going to walk us through this step by step. First, you create an account at energyapp.mazzetti.com/IFHE. Don't worry, we'll share that again. And this is what the registration page will look like. So you enter some minimal information. There's an agreement that your data will not be shared without your consent unless it's anonymized and shared in the aggregate. So no worries about data confidentiality. After you create an account, then you'll have access to the platform. You can enter your facility data, and then you can add your energy data. So you can add your facility meters for electricity, district steam, etc., and upload your energy data. You can do this by using a spreadsheet upload. So if you have the data in a spreadsheet, you can upload it that way. You can manually enter it. Or if you already have your data in Energy Star's Portfolio Manager, it can be automatically transferred into this platform as well. So when you sign up, you can select this as an option, and it will show you the instructions for how to get this automatically loaded.